And happening this weekend, country music singer Joe Nichols will take over the historic Fox Theater. Though originally from Arkansas, he was heavily influenced by country music legends right here in Bakersfield. 17's Aaliyah Fitzgerald joins us live this morning from the Fox Theater. She's got more on Nichols' ties to the Bakersfield sound. Good morning, Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. We have so many amazing artists coming to Bakersfield in the month of May, and Joe Nichols is one of them. He has ties to Bakersfield through his love for country music, and his heroes are from here. And what he received from one of those heroes, well, that may shock you.
Yeah, tequila makes her clothes fall off.
Joe Nichols' career blew up in the early 2000s, with half a dozen #1 hits like Tequila Makes Her Clothes Fall Off and Broken Heartsville. He stayed true to making traditional country music like his heroes once made. Some heroes from here in Bakersfield.
My connection with Bakersfield goes back to when I was a little kid, listening to Merle Haggard records, trying to mimic his voice at like 7, 8 years old, which was probably hilarious. Of course, being a huge hee-haw fan and growing up loving Buck Owens and, all the stories and the music out of Bakersfield, always been in love with the Bakersfield sound.
His first show in Bakersfield was at the legendary Buck Owens Crystal Palace, and he attended the Legends in Bronze unveiling.
That was a ridiculously cool night in my life. It's where I first met Merle Haggard, actually, at that place. And so it was super great. And it was great getting to know Buck Owens as well. And he was always super kind to me and very gracious, a good man.
When Buck Owens passed, the nation mourned. To Nichols' surprise, he received a letter from Buck Owens a day after Buck's death. It's now one of his most prized possessions.
I'd play the Crystal Palace there pretty regularly. He'd come out and he'd tell me about my hair. He's like, well, you're doing great, kid, but you got to do something about that hair. I mean, it's just, that's nobody like that. It's a bad look. If you just cut that hair, your career's it's going to really take off.
When Tequila Makes Her Clothes Fall Off released, he had shorter hair in the music video.
Of course, Tequila blew up and it was, really successful. And he wrote me a letter. I still have it on my wall. He wrote me a letter handwritten in pencil. And he talked about, he was congratulating me on wonderful success. And he wrote in there and, not so many words. And it's about that gum time you cut that hair. And that's the key to all of this. It's because you cut the hair, you finally took my advice, and now your career is exploding because of that. And so I got that in the mail, that letter, the day after he passed away. It was kind of one of those, moments in life where you're like, that's crazy. That's crazy,
Yeah, what a crazy thing to receive from one of your heroes indeed. And there are still tickets available to his show, and we have more information on that on our website, kget.com. In downtown Bakersfield, Aaliyah Fitzgerald, 17 News.